This is Beyond the Badge, a program we do at KSL to honor peace officers from all over the state of Utah. A different officer every week, and here is a portion of the interview about this week's officer. I am here with Officer Phetchamphone?
Yes.
Phetchamphone, I got it right, from the Sandy City Police Department. And Officer, you were nominated by the captain here for compassion and kindness in general, but also regarding an elderly woman. You were driving past and you saw this woman and she was trying to shovel snow and you just thought, this is too much for this elderly woman. You pulled over and you helped this woman. Tell me about what happened.
So in that day I was driving down like northbound 700 east and about 105-15 south. And I saw this old lady in this outside shovel snow. And I thought, the next thing I said, like, oh my God, that's too hard for her, you know what I mean? So I gotta stop helping her out, so which I did. And I approached her and she said, you know what? I said, what are you doing out here? And I said, let me do that for you. And I asked her, is she live here by herself? She said, no, I live in the house with her husband, but he is very sick and dying. And I said, okay. And I said, and normally her son-in-law was driving for her, but that day she needed to go somewhere, go to the store, pick up some stuff for her husband. So I did, and one of my fellow officers stopped by and helped me out. And after we done, and I told her, she needed to go inside the house. So here's my business card, and if she needs anything, please give us a call. And I gave her a hug, wish her Merry Christmas, and she cried. Yeah, and that's it. And it's about a week later, a gentleman called and claimed to be her son-in-law, and he said that his mother-in-law have something for me and the other officer for Christmas. I said, you know what? I said, she doesn't need to do that. It's part of my job. Even if I'm not a police officer, I would do exactly the same thing, I enjoy helping people, you know what I mean? And I love my job, and that's why it's so hard for me to leave right now. And I told him that, and he told me that I have to accept the gift, otherwise I can make her feel really bad. And so.
I have the feeling that's not the only time you've been hugged as a police officer. Am I right?
Yes. And so he came to down the police department, and he gave me 2 boxes of chocolates, which is from that lady. Her name's Darlene. Peace. And after that they left. And 2 days later after that, I talked to one of my fellow officers, which helped me out, and I go, you know what? You want to stop at that lady's house just to say thank you for the gift? So we agreed, and we went, and I stopped by her house. That's when I have a chance to meet her husband. And we talked a little bit. I told her, that's a nice person, and I said thank you for the gift. And anyway, and I said, you know what? And I said, I have something for you. I said, it was given to me by the chief of the police for Christmas. And I want you to have it. She said, no, I cannot accept that. I told her I insist for her to have that. And I tell her that she needs to hang on a Christmas tree for me every year. The chief of the police in the last year, they gave every employee one of these ornaments. And to hang on a Christmas tree, I gave it to her and say, promised me to put this thing on a Christmas tree every year for me. And she said she really did.
Now, for radio purposes, you're holding up a beautiful police emblem on a blue satin sash there, and you gave this to her, and she must cherish it.
Yes.
Oh! Yes. Now, may I ask you, how often does this kind of a thing happen to you, officer? It's our job right now. We don't get thanks enough for doing our job, but something like that's really special to me. When I do something good, it makes me feel good inside, and it's a self-rewarding job. You know what I mean? And we get that, quite a bit. Just like the incense happened like a couple months ago too. So that's a different story than this one. So I get thanks a lot.
Is it okay if I ask you why you got into law enforcement in the first place?
It's kind of funny story, and it's kind of joke too, you know. They're like, oh, my friend always make fun of me. I'm too short to become a police officer. So you know what I mean. And I get in law enforcement because I like to protect and serve. I like to help people out, you know. And it's a salary rewarding job. Make me feel good, you know what I mean. Plus the second thing is, I want to set a role model for the Asian community out there. So I say, you know what, law enforcement's not a bad, it's not a bad job, not a bad career for every, you know. So I just want to set example for them too. So you know, law enforcement's good.
May I ask how your family feels about you being an officer?
Well, you know, the first time when I went home and told my, I had a good paid job, you know, but it's not about the money, you know what I mean. You gotta love something that you gotta like and love something that you need to do, want to do. And I went home and told my wife, I said, you know what, I think I gotta become a police officer. He said, how much did they pay you? I said, not much. I said, you know, but that's what I want to do. And she said, well, that's what you want to do. I will support you. And I called my dad and my mom up and just told them what I want to be. They said they're happy for me. So.
Would you tell them thank you very much on behalf of all of us, that we are so grateful that they would share you with all of us, because you are an amazing person and we're grateful for the work you do.
Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Thank you so much. Beyond the Badge here at the Sandick Police Department.